everyone, and welcome back to Summit of Speed. I'm RTR, Ryan, this is Peashy / Ava, and we are doing Monster Hunter Wilds, I believe, is it? Yeah. This is Wilds, yeah. Okay, so, well, yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them. It's great that I'm here. I've never even I haven't looked at a Monster Hunter game for more than 3 seconds. You have a crippling addiction to it, of course. You got Jake here who's going to be playing the game. The camera's not even the right webcam. We'll move. We make it. So I believe that the core of this run is supposed to be more of like a game trial. Like how far can you get in a certain amount of time? So we have a 2-hour time limit here. We're going to see how far we can make it while we scream things at Jake and tell him where to go. Like if there's a monster we particularly think is cool, we're just going to tell him to just go kill that monster, and he has to do it. Yeah. This is going to be more for me, because then I get to... This is the first time I said... The only close experience I've had with a Monster Hunter game is I'm pretty sure one of the 3DS ones. Yeah, that had a Sonic collaboration, and I think I had Hatsune Miku on at one point, and I just kind of saw that and went, that's cool, and then just never... I've still played it. But maybe I've got 2 hours to be convinced to pick up a Monster Hunter game.
You just gotta play it. It's one of those games, you know, it clicks. It's like a Souls-like.
True, I know.
You play it for a certain amount of time and it eventually clicks.
I know. I always love the general mass consensus of the Souls-likes is in when Dark Souls 1 came out and Demon Souls, everyone hated it, and then by the time Dark Souls 2 came out, everyone started to get handle of how the game works, and everyone just fell in love with it. But maybe
Dark Souls 2 is my favourite Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's.
Which is a bit of a hot take.
So that is a very hot take.
My favourite character is Artorias, so obviously the Night Watchers.
Even though I've not beaten 3 is still the one I enjoyed the most. I got very close to the end, but as I was a young lad, I borrowed them permanently. I'll just say for stream conveniences, and I beat 1. I really enjoyed 1. I didn't enjoy 2. And I never beat 3 because I think 2 just kind of drained me.
Have you played Bloodborne?
I have not played Bloodborne, despite being the only reason a lot of people buy PlayStation consoles anymore. I have not played Bloodborne.
It's 10 years of Bloodborne, I think, this year.
That's
something like that. It's some anniversary.
And no, just noticing the fact that there is don't get there's 2 rules for a video game. Don't get in a helicopter. Don't get on a wooden boat. Because it feels like death. Oh, the cat's dead. There's a 99% chance that the helicopter crashes and the boat sinks.
Well, the boat technically is doing the opposite of sinking.
Well, I see. It's currently being raised before being flipped over.
A giant elder dragon. Do you know what an elder dragon is? Well, they're like these. They're like dragons, basically. Except they're not really dragons, because none of them are shaped like dragons. And in fact, I don't think anything in Monster Hunter is a dragon except for Fatalis, which is like a black dragon. Rathalos is a wyvern. A flying
it is. Yeah, it is a wyvern, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that from Smash. But that's the close-up experience I've had with Monster Hunter. It's Smash Bros. Ultimate. And no more.
It's a assist trophy, I think, right?
He's a assist trophy and a boss. Yeah.
Oh, he's a boss as well.
Yeah. Oh, and Sonic Frontiers, you could play as you could have a Rathalos skin. He had an armor. He has armor.
I suppose we get our cats being able to dress up as Sonic, and you get pet Rathalos, I guess.
The skin of Rathalos on armor. I guess. I think it might be an armor in the game. I don't know.
The first bit of gameplay. We're in gameplay.
The game has started. This is not quite Metal Gear Solid. We have to sit through an hour of cutscene before we get to play the game. So
this is effectively also a cutscene.
I see. No, this is Metal Gear Solid because you're climbing up something really slowly.
See, the one thing that I immediately remembered, and I kind of had a bit of a Winter Soldier moment when I saw her, was the handler in this game is the most annoying character I think I've ever experienced in fiction.
Wow, it goes that. Is that bad?
Is that bad?
Oh wow, are you just
that bad?
What is it? It's just it won't shut up, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's you know, as a character, as a player in Monster Hunter, you are supposed to be this person who is very knowledgeable on the monsters that they hunt, and the handler effectively treats you like a baby through the whole game. So,
it's great.
And you can imagine with the cutscenes being unskippable, it becomes increasingly more annoying the more cutscenes.
Oh yeah, I can imagine it. Yeah. So I'm assuming boat crashed because of
This big elder dragon.
Big elder dragon, and then are we on the elder dragon right now?
Yes, we are
Okay,
on the back of the elder dragon.
Okay. Let's go. I always enjoy
well
it.
with playing in Japanese. I don't know if the Japanese dialogue is any faster.
Usually is in a lot of games, especially a lot of like runs and stuff. Oh, okay, you've got my turn now, grappling up.
Yeah.
We're hitting off at a strike point where my two.
Now this we should have just let her drop.
Oh.
But you can do that, but it would be great if you could.
I enjoy bosses in games. Like I'm a big God of War 3 fan, and that is like entirely like, like the boss is like something. The boss is also the stage. I really enjoy. Like the area is also like an enemy. I Shadow of the Colossus and stuff like that.
If you enjoy that kind of gameplay, you are not going to enjoy any of that type of gameplay.
Is that it? Is that done?
The map, no, it comes back again at the end of the game. Not that we're going to get there during this run, because we only have a 2-hour slot.
Maybe he's really just really good.
I don't think so. But we may meet one of my favourite monsters in this game. He's a frog guy with a big mouth, and he eats rocks. His name is Dodogama. He's pretty cool.
I think I may have seen it.
In lore, the hunters have become so enthralled by him that they try not to kill him because they think he's cute. It's real lore. Look it up.
Nice. This game is like very like, this entire series is like, of course, long-running game series, but like the lore around this game I know
it's very difficult to document. There are efforts of unifying the wikis and all of that to get all the lore together.
Because all the games like just entirely very Final Fantasy aspects, right? So all just completely different. Or is there some form
somewhat.
of? Okay, yeah. So it's more like there is a base premise of like you're a monster hunter. You are like, there are certain like key elements to every game that always say the same, but technically everything takes place in vastly different either timelines or regions.
Yes, basically. Yeah. There's a few very prominent content creators in the Monster Hunter community that have ties with the Destiny 2 community, and they're lore people like Bife. I don't know if you know who My Name is Bife is.
I think so, yeah.
But he has some knowledge. He has videos on his channel actually about Monster Hunter lore, which I only realised recently. So, and they're good videos too. It's an Aptonoth right there, I think. I think that's what they're called.
Aptonoth. Okay.
Well, they're kind of just like dinosaurs, aren't they?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very. I can see it's big in an area. Not gonna give you the giant scaly behemoths that fight other monsters. And that's something you've always. I think you always
that is one of the coolest parts. Of
I know
this
you
game.
when you ever bring up Monster Hunter. I know something you've brought continuously is the fact that I do love it because it's a really great. My game review is kicking in here with like world building where it looks like you are not just like the world moving, that the world exists around you. Like
you're part of a bigger ecosystem.
Yeah, there you go. That's the market thing. Like you don't just control everything and dictate everything that happens. Like things are just gonna happen outside your control, which I do very much appreciate about Monster Hunter.
If I remember correctly, at this point in the game is when you have to hide in a bunch of bushes. We're going Metal Gear mode again.
Oh, okay.
Effectively. It's a Jagras right there.
Jagras.
Can you guess what? That's etymology. Is that the word? Is it etymology?
Yeah, I think that's a word. No one's here to question you.
Yeah, no one's going to correct me. Yeah. I can't even see chat if they want to correct me.
That's cool. Yeah, actually, I pretty push.
I'm going to live in my own little bubble and just assume that's right.
Nice.
I believe they're supposed to be a mix between like a lizard and a snake.
Yeah, I get like lizard skin, leopard body, and like
lizard.
Raptor like head, I guess. I don't know.
Slizzard.
Slizzard.
What was that? Slizzard.
Oh, they have like no object permanence. Object permanence. Yeah,
object permanence.
Yeah, they can see something. If it goes to push, that's gone.
It's a bit like me when I put my keys down in my room before a lecture.
Oh no, I hate that when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I know I put like some ADHD moment in me where I put my keys down in a place that I probably put it a billion times before, but I'll check everywhere else and like, oh my god, I've lost them. Or my phone. I hate when I do it on my phone.
Well, it was even the setting up for this event yesterday. I had to spend 15 minutes looking for my keys because I had put them down and forgotten where they were.
How would you like? Because we are in the tutorial land, I guess.
Yes,
at the moment.
effectively.
How long do you think that's gonna breeze through it? Like
this, I'm fairly certain up until your very first quest, it's right on rails. I think you just have to go where you're told to go, and then it takes you to the village, and from that point you can start hunting things.
Okay. So, well, what time frame looking at here that by the time that might happen?
Probably another 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay, not that long again. So yeah, they really don't. And it's kind of weird for an RPG that they tend to rank the rate up that quickly.
Well, it's Monster Hunter is supposed to be a little bit challenging. I mean, World is
True.
a little bit more hand-holding because it's supposed to be an entry point in the series. It's one of the ones that most people have played. If you play any of the 3DS or PSP, I think it's PSP, but they're on PS Vita. If you play those titles, they don't hold your hand anywhere near as much.
Expect you to do. I think it might be probably why a lot of people like turn away from the series. It's not really beginner friendly.
I know a lot of people that hated this game have played Wilds recently and have fallen in love with it. So
I get like you can't make every single game like a intro because
there he is, my goat.
Wow.
That's just straight up a dinosaur.
It's just a T-Rex.
I could take him.
Fight right.
Yeah, of course. I wonder how Rinz is feeling over there, just clicking through cutscenes. At least you made the voices Japanese, so you don't have to listen to the handler's annoying English voice. And into the town we go. I don't know if they ever changed it. I remember for the longest time you had to walk like all the way to the elevator and back every time you wanted to do a quest. I don't know if they changed that. Probably not. I'd ask you what your favourite monster in Monster Hunter is, but...
You gotta get the word Rathalos, that's the only one I know.
Rathalos, that's my boy. That's my boy right
I
there.
mean, I'm not gonna lie, even though it's the only one, but he's a cool looking one.
The big red one.
Big red one.
Big red one.
Really can't...
Spitfire. Does some flips.
Yeah, I can't think of any other monsters from Monster Hunter.
Not even a single one. What about Rathian? The green one.
Oh, apart from the reskins.
Subspecies.
Okay,
Let's use the word reskin. Let's not use that, right? As a Destiny 2 player, someone who has sunk almost 3,000 hours into Destiny,
See, that
the word reskin gives me some botherations.
Well, what do you mean you don't like doing 2,000 runs of like one like raid for?
What do you mean I regret putting that much time into that game?
Well, this is why I will never play any like big MMO or like anything like that. I can't do it.
So-called free thinkers.
Can't do it.
It will happen.
I tried playing.
If they made a
one.
Sonic MMO, you would be in that.
Well, my I said I would play a Kingdom Hearts one,
Kingdom
and
Hearts
it looked like the
MMO.
community looked like we were getting one at some point.
Weren't you guys supposed to be getting like a photorealistic Kingdom Hearts
Don't.
game?
Yeah, that's
point?
going. The anniversary for Kingdom Hearts is in. Maybe I've immediately tried to sidetrack what's fucking going on the screen, so it's fine.
It's kind of just
Yeah, it's nothing at the moment.
right
but
now.
yeah, it's just a walking simulator. But yeah, we had the anniversary for Kingdom Hearts in like 5 days. We ain't getting anything.
Maybe we'll get Silk Song announced.
No, Final Fantasy Part 3 remake will get announced before
It's
that.
the final one this time.
Final.
It's the final fantasy.
No more.
There will be no more.
I love that part. I love that like gaming tidbit that everyone seems to know now. It's just like they're like, yeah, when they originally made Final Fantasy, they did just make it to be like one and done. And
They should have made it to be one and done. And then make the finalist fantasy.
Why have they never done that? Why have they never just like called something like they should have made like some shit like,
In the defense of the
GBA
Final
game.
Fantasy games, though, a lot of them are very good. Admittedly, I haven't played.
I'm not a fan
I
like
love them.
I love them, but I'm not a. I love the story and the characters and the music. I just don't like the gameplay because I've never liked turn-based RPGs. Never a Pokemon
But the
game.
newer ones are more action
Which
combat.
is why like the remake Rebirth are some of my favourite games of all time. I fell in love with them because.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't like the action combat. I like the turn-based.
See, I just don't know. I just think it's too great. Like for me, it's either Pokemon level where beat the game just normally, it's just a mash A scenario, or it's the other side where it's the most complex. Like you gotta know the most minute things on a sub-technical level in order to do like 5 points of damage. I just never found that fun. There was no like middle ground for me. I never found it fun.
That's fair enough.
And also, I don't think it's for me. Personally, I don't think it's visually entertaining.
My favourite Final Fantasy titles are the spin-offs anyway. So
What, like Tactics? Or?
Bravely Default,
Oh.
Octopath. Those
Oh,
types
you
of
mean like
games.
the actual just the other
spin-offs,
spin-off,
games
not the
that are
official
just
spin-offs?
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy, but they've
True.
got different
Yeah, I do
titles.
know you're a fan of what to pass them. I think like triangle strategy. I was gonna say. Yeah, come on, sorry, no.
Triangle strategy is one of my go games of all time. You gotta play it. I got the collector's edition for that. Gives you a whole set of playing cards and some steel dice, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you know us. We're a sucker for fucking cards in any form of fashion. You don't go shiny cardboard in front of our faces. We'll
We
fucking
do
use
like
them.
shiny cardboard. We should be getting on our first quest soon. Have you noticed that there is a big burly cat?
There is, yeah, there is just.
If I remember correctly, that cat is the chef. This guy's built like a JoJo character, and I just can't.
Just a slab of meat. This is like giving legs and arms.
It's because it's in Japanese as well. It's just like, whoa. Whoa. Oh, I believe we get to swap our weapons now. We'll be seeing what Rinz wants to use from the 14, I believe. It is weapons, maybe 13.
Oh, okay.
Don't know off the top of my head. I only use one.
Which is?
The light bowgun, because it's the best weapon. Except in Wilds, it's not as good in Wilds, unfortunately. But the heavy bowgun is the same thing, but bigger and better.
Let's have a gander. What are we
going
for
with?
2 hours?
Oh, I'm seeing a lance. Oh, dual blades.
Oh, I get
Got
behind
some
that.
Attack on Titan shenanigans
Yeah,
going on here.
I thought as well. Like, we see someone get flung around, 2 blades in hand.
So I believe the first hunt of the game, at least for a big monster, is the Great Jaguars. He's one of those snake lizards that you saw
it's
before,
a big one.
the yellow ones. But he's bigger.
Ah.
Way
yeah,
bigger.
better used to get used to hunting than just thing you fought already, but larger.
Well, I'm interested to see where Rinz takes the weapon crafting. I wonder what the best dual blades are for this sort of run.
So is it, go into more detail about the weapons upgrade then. So is it something that you can like, is it just paths that like dictate what the weapons like do better at, or? Like,
Yeah, so every weapon, every single piece of armor and every weapon is created from monster parts, effectively. So you hunt them, you kill them, you carve them, and you craft them. All of the different armor have different armor skills depending on what monster the parts are made of, and all of the weapons have different elements or sharpness levels.
Okay.
Different effective things. So if you kill a monster that has the ability to paralyze, say it's one of those that can spit paralyzing agents.
Okay.
Generally, the weapons that you can create will have a paralysis effect.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, I get it. So I mean, in that case, I'm assuming the weapon upgrade
Killing
trees are
7
fucking
baby
huge.
jaguars first, to make sure that the big jaguars is sufficiently cheesed. So we're going to see some top tier monster hunter action right here.
Nice.
Killing trash mobs. Unskippable, by
Grinding.
the way.
Oh, that's good. Oh, great. Oh, so you can't just like immediately go to the giant thing. You have to do this.
You have to do this.
Okay.
Yep. I don't think until you kill Anjanath, which was that big T-Rex thing that you saw. I don't think the tutorial really lets go until that point. But once we get to the Jaguars, we'll be seeing we're seeing some real monster hunting.
Okay.
Some monster hunty, as they say.
Munty.
Just absolutely destroying a bunch of children that have just fled the nest.
I'm assuming we're going for the double blade thing, the two-handed. Oh, it's not two-handed, I guess. Double blades, so just quickness, effectiveness. Like I'm assuming they're more faster than most of the attacks.
They attack faster. They're a very high DPS weapon. They have a secondary sort of meter for the weapon. That when you build it up, you can go into something called demon mode.
Oh.
And in demon mode, you're a demon. And
So
you're
you
very
attack
fast.
really fast, yeah, sounds like,
you
yeah.
attack really fast and you do some extra damage.
Very
And then
devil-like.
if I remember correctly, there is another mode you can go into after you go into demon mode. It's called archdemon mode, I think. But as you're in these modes and you're attacking, you reduce your stamina. Like your stamina gradually ticks down. But there are these items called dash juices.
They're refill your stamina.
And they're effectively energy drinks.
Okay.
And they
Stamina
make
Estus.
Yeah, stamina Estus, but instead of filling up your stamina, they stop it from going down, and they make it go down.
Okay.
Do you see that little glowing thing?
Oh yeah.
It's a flash bug. Do you know what those do? They flashbang.
Flashbang.
In real life and in game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see the screen, just the entire screen just goes white for a second.
Yeah.
I like how you just like the animation's just like me when I'm like 7 years old with lightsabers just going like,
There we go. First successful hunt.
nice.
We are officially Monty Hunties.
I like how so why like they just not care? Like these guys here just not care that they've just like their entire family's been murdered?
Currently disoriented.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Disorientated
Oh.
from
So
the flashbang.
so they just don't count as hostile.
Well, they're blind, but they are now dead. I don't know whether it was in... If it is in World, I know it was in Rise that enemies don't aggro so much on the quest end screens to give you time to carve. Because if you get attacked while you're carving, it
This game's kind of laudable to that.
it knocks you over. It knocks you over. Are we going... Have we just gained access to Iceborne? Is that what I just saw?
Potentially.
I don't know if you get access to it that early. I take my eyes off the screen for 1 second and I'm gonna lose
Now
my
you're in
job.
this about same amount of knowledge as I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my job.
Oh no.
Oh, crafting some weapons though, possibly. Be interesting to see if Rinz decides to get the slinger, because the Iceborne expansion included a new mechanic where your hunter has effectively the sting strapped to their wrist, and it can like shoot a grappling hook, and you can like do stuff with it. It's not a good mechanic.
Oh, that's a shame.
But
I enjoyed
it
good
got
grappling.
added, I think, to the whole game. So base game world also now has this mechanic in it, and it's kind of mandatory to get big damage, but it's also really unintuitive.
That's kind of a shame. I'm always a sucker for grappling hook in games. Like so.
Well, it's not really a.
It's just like
It's kind of a grappling hook-ish. Grappling hook at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's just used to get to parts of larger creatures.
Yeah, you can tenderize monsters, which is effectively giving them a little bit of an ouchie. And then when you deal damage to that tenderized part, then it deals additional damage, which is nice. But it also means weapons like the bow and the bow gun, each of the bow guns, if you are not attacking tenderized parts, you're not really doing that much damage.
Okay.
Even though you're shooting like 50 cows into these monsters sometimes. Or even just blowing them up with, say, like the gun lance, which is a lance with a revolver barrel in it.
That's very.
It's very Final Fantasy. It's like a gun blade 10 times bigger with a giant like palisade wall shield. Very cool.
I don't know why. When you said that to me, I immediately thought it was like a lance with just a revolver at the end, and then you just
some of them look like that. Some of them do look like that.
Kind of want that
So
again
now we're
now.
killing some Aptonoth or Kestodon. Can't read.
Just low level.
Pretty small. Screen's pretty far away. I can see why people do not like to speedrun this game. If the cutscenes were skippable, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I can think I read a lot of like non-linear RPGs. It's just that that's the entire point. Like the game's designed around being non-linear. So
But on the plus side, if we count small monsters, we have killed quite a few monsters already.
true, we have hunted a fair few number of monsters.
So, considering you've never played a Monster Hunter game, what are you expecting to see?
I have like from like trailers and stuff like that. I'm expecting like Shadow of the Colossus,
Shadow of the Colossus.
but like vertical, it's horizontal. Like instead of climbing that way, you're climbing like
along
grabbing like along
on
things.
a big monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Yeah. But that's all I expect.
Sounds really cool. It may or may not happen in this game, and it may or may not be cool.
Okay. Either that or just like arena boss.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you because I want you to play the game, and I want you to play Rise, and I want you to play Wilds.
Yeah, I'll just buy off this game for money.
Yeah. Oh, that's him.
Oh.
That is the big snake lizard. That is
Nice.
the great Jaguarus himself. My goat. Do you know how they get big?
Eating.
Yeah.
Eating other
Somewhat.
monsters, I guess.
Well, what will happen is one Jagras in the pack will grow incredibly big, and then in order to defend his position as the biggest boy, he will kill all of the other ones that try and get big, and become like... it's either patriarchal or matriarchal, I don't know what the... It's one of the two. It depends on whether the Jagras is male or female. I don't know if the Great Jagras is only male or only female. I don't know off the top of my head. Fortunately, I'm not a... I don't have a...
No, in there. You have a wiki in your head.
My brain is like the Library of Alexandria. It's gradually burning down and losing all knowledge. So, we've got what? Hunt? Oh, we're on the Hunt the Great Jagras quest.
This
is the first big hunt.
Diving there? Does this game have a lot of underwater mechanics?
No.
Is it just
Don't talk about underwater mechanics.
Okay. This seems like a touchy subject.
Monster Hunter 3 had underwater fighting mechanics, and it was abysmal. It was terrible. And anybody who said otherwise is lying. And they're wrong. So here we have the Great Jagras getting absolutely melted. So here we're just seeing this Great Jagras get absolutely mauled right now.
He's just lasering into it.
Death by 1,000 cuts. This is Levi from Attack on Titan fighting a giant lizard.
This monster we did by now feels Levi. It's
just Levi from Attack on Titan.
Should we play Attack on Titan again for this?
Which one?
The second one, because it's just the first one but with more content.
Is that a PS4 game, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's PS3 and PS4.
PS3 and PS4?
I think so. The second game might be
it's
PS4.
An old game.
Yeah, it's really fun. Really, like, generic thing. I realise that we have passed the halfway mark.
Well,
yeah, we are. We have 12 hours to go on Summit of Speed here. We just passed the 12-hour mark. So,
I'm pretty impressed actually. That was a very quick hunt.
Yeah, it was.
That was pretty quick.
Relatively.
Rinz made
I
very
looked at the
short
clock,
work
back
of the
and Rinz
Great
demolished.
Jagras.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not so great after all. Maybe it's just mediocre.
But it's all about perspective.
Or maybe Rinz is just insane. Maybe he's the greatest hunter the guild's ever seen.
Yeah. He beats on these poor defenseless things and just launched.
Well, he did just kill their patriarch.
Yeah.
So the only thing that we really can do is put them down.
Yeah. They're not even putting up a fight. They're just like, yeah, I kind of accept this. So I'm assuming the training wheels are now like, are really gonna be like, this is your first proper hunt, first proper kill. I'm assuming now we are.
They're beginning to come off now. I believe at some point we have to fight a Kulu Yaku. Or a Yan Kukku. I think it's a Kulu Yaku. But I'm not entirely sure, so we'll see. We'll know. You'll know. There'll be an egg. There'll be an egg. If there's an egg, we're in luck. Because we get to probably watch one of the most annoying monsters in Monster Hunter World.
Oh.
The most annoying fight.
Get out of the way, done with early.
Indeed.
What is the... Is it just like... I know in game it's like, go here, juice, but like, what is this?
They're
like green.
fireflies.
Oh, okay.
They're called scout flies. They look for monsters. Oh, it's Puke. That's its name. Puke. It's a chameleon mixed with a wyvern mixed with something. Frog, maybe?
Yeah. Reptilian in nature, I guess.
Ah, the beast is reptilian in nature. So he has a funny ability where he can spit poison at you. He eats poisonous berries, turns it into a saliva with like bile in his mouth, and he spits it at you. He can also do that with his tail. His tail not only is almost like a baseball club where it can hit you and it's very hard. It can also swell up and shoot poison at you like a super soaker. So just several war crime evolutionary traits there.
Nice.
Chemical warfare. Though it does seem odd to me that they give you a cutscene.
Yeah, I was like, immediately play the game. I feel like they should swap around.
Yeah, maybe. Monster Hunter World, everyone.
You don't even fire the thing. You just go and say, "Oh, that thing's cool. Let's go back to back camp."
But we should be getting the second quest.
Okay.
The second big monster quest should be the Puke.
Okay. So we killed another little thing. Saw the big thing, and then we're like getting permission to hunt the big thing now.
Effectively, yeah.
Okay. I don't understand why they bothered returning to camp.
Well,
they just
you see,
killed
the
it.
guild works in mysterious ways, and sometimes in order to maintain the balance of the ecosystem and nature, you can't just go around killing everything.
Okay. But you're not killing it. You need permission to go kill everything. Is it like
It's bureaucracy.
in like one of the Monster Hunter game or like multiple? Does the guild does like at some point the guild end up being like the evil ones, like how you were the bad guys all along?
That's what we thought Monster Hunter Wilds was going to be like, and it kind of is. That story takes you more on a nature-conscious path about the implications of not respecting nature. This game, on the other hand, no, just kill everything.
Murder everything.
Murder everything. Pretty much every single time you see a new monster that looks really cool, it's because you have to kill it.
Kill it for its resources.
Yes, there are changes to capture tables that make it a little bit easier for you to not go for killing monsters all the time.
Okay, I'm assuming because it's harder that you get more benefits from capturing monsters than killing
Yes,
them?
effectively.
Yeah.
Or you can get different parts from capturing monsters. Some monsters only have parts that you can get if you capture them.
What goes into... I mean, I'm assuming we're going to get to a capture at some point in this...
There are quests in the story that force you to capture monsters, but I've told our dear runner that...
he's not allowed.
No, I haven't told him that he's not allowed, but I told him if we tell him to kill it, he has to kill it.
Okay, that's fair enough. That
If
means
you're
he's
feeling
not allowed.
particularly bloodlusty,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
then
I'm angry from my Jeopardy.
we could even wait for
Bad
him
Sonic
to put
06
down
one.
the trap and then tell him to kill the monster,
Oh,
just
cool.
to rub it in a little bit more.
Oh, you guys can donate as well. We'll just... I won't even second guess it.
You should donate.
I'll tell him. Yeah, you should donate.
We are more than 12 hours in.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird realize. I mean, I've not been here for... of course, I've berated you guys. You guys have been for like another 10 hours. Or 12 hours. Yes, you haven't been for the full 12 hours.
And me too.
Yeah.
I came here, I placed the other Ava.
Yeah.
In fact, there's no proof that me and Ava are different people.
Yeah,
'cause-
we've literally never seen either of you in the same room.
Yep, or in the same camera frame.
Oh, the same
for that
camera frame,
matter.
yeah.
So, for all they know, I just...
Second fall.
It's like Batman, you know?
True.
But I'm the Batman half.
What depressed and act poor.
There he is, the egg guy. That's the
Egg.
Kulu-Yaku. He's like, you know how velociraptors are usually seen stealing eggs?
Oh yeah.
It's like a ovivore. The type of animals that
Yeah.
exist on eating other people's babies.
Oh yeah.
That's what it do. One thing I do enjoy about World compared to the other Monster games though is how big the environments are. The only problem is in Worlds you are effectively on foot the whole game.
So like no mounts or anything like that.
No, at least not that I remember. In Rise we had dogs that we could ride on. And in Wilds we had the secrets, which are like raptor birds. In this game, on your toesies. Eventually you do get to ride on the back of some lizards, but you can't control them.
I send the Rinz like grappled hook towards like the head of the monster. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, there you go.
Stuff.
So here what Rinz is doing is tenderizing the monster by grappling onto it and attacking it to create effectively weak points where more damage can be dealt.
Tenderizing was more to do with like, I guess it is, yeah, I guess it is preparation of food, I guess. But yeah, it's beats me than tenderizing.
And here we're using the sling to, did you see that? Just shoot monster. Allows it to stun or what's the word? Hit stun effectively a monster. If they're in the middle of an animation, they can stop. If there are interactions with the monster, say they're holding a rock, like the Kulu-Yaku was doing, they will drop it and get stunned. There's a lot of slinger usage. Yep. He's scared. He's a coward. I have a feeling this hunt's also going to be incredibly quick.
It's like I just decided that no, I've had enough. I'm leaving.
Well, it has longer legs than you.
True, actually, yeah. It's
got
using
longer
everything to
legs.
disadvantage.
We have to walk on the ground. The car hasn't been invented yet.
We were like Monsters in the Wild saying like Great Britain 2020.
But this locale looks like your average British back garden, you know, just overgrown, covered in roots and moss.
Just tenderizing attack
Visible.
the crap.
Did you know you can cut monsters' body parts?
No, no.
I don't know if you can cut a Kuluyaku's tail off. I'm assuming you can.
To me, I
But a lot of monsters, you can just lop their tails off or like destroy their horns.
I'm assuming for some, because you can more competitive advantage against it. Like, I'm assuming
Yes.
if you cost, like, big tail, get rid of it. No tail is
It
that.
can't hit you with the tail anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some monsters like the Rathian that have poison in their tails. If you cut the tail off, they can no longer poison you. And for the rest of the fight, it will be spewing poison out of its mangled remains of its tail.
That's nice. Like, how you interact. That's my boys. From the little I've seen Monster Hunter, yeah, that's my do praise that it is very good at. It's a very nice kill, by the way. There's the interactions with the monsters, whether it be from the player to the monster to player, or the monster to monster, is very well handled.
Well,
Very
it's the
detailed.
circle of life, isn't it? The food chain, except less food chain and more us turning them all into weapons.
Yeah.
Which is a good formula for a video game, to be fair.
Yeah.
Kill enemy, turn into weapon. I wonder where I've heard that one before. It's almost like that's what happens in Destiny.
That very Destiny. That's what was playing Destiny. I played one. I didn't pay attention to it.
Never paid attention to Destiny.
No, I just kind of went, oh, it's the thing, gun, shooty. Oh, I'm bored now.
That's basically how it is now. I would not recommend it.
Rest in peace, Destiny.
Pete Parsons,
Destiny.
CEO of Destiny, needs more cars.
It needs to fill out his
And-
garage.
Yes. Palico's now level 4. Little cat, leveling up, getting stronger.
Okay, what does the Palico give you then? Like, why does that need to level up?
So he fights with you.
Oh, just like a companion.
Yep, you can give him armor, you can give him a weapon, he will fight with you. He can also pick up items for you. He can also heal you. He can also knock out the monster, place down traps, give you antidotes if you get poisoned. He's like your boy.
I'm gonna say, yeah,
He's
like,
your homie. He's a ride or die.
Okay.
He's got your back. And he's also a cat, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. Just Palico a common thing for just people to have.
In the
Like,
Monster
it's
Hunter universe, they're pretty common.
Okay. Are they
I
just
mean,
okay
they
with
have their own
being-
jobs too.
Okay, I was gonna
Some
say.
of them are chefs, some of them are blacksmiths, some of them are traders. There are whole caravans just of cats
Oh,
that are traders.
nice.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, and they're all ride or die.
You should be able to play as one.
You can.
You can.
In the old Monster Hunter games, Monster Hunter Generations, I believe it was. Play as a cat. I was a cat main in that game, obviously. And they're little weapons. You can either have like swords, throw around boomerangs that like have poison on them and things like that. It's a very fun game. It's on the Switch as well. So, I believe you own one of those, do you not?
Yeah, I do. It's my dust collector at the moment.
So you can play Monster Hunter Generations.
I still have to finish. I
Generations
still have to,
Ultimate.
actually boot up Tears of the Kingdom, which I bought whenever that game came out, and then just never
I
played.
heard that's a good game.
Yeah, I did the same with Breath of the Wild, where I bought it when it came out, and then just didn't play it for a year and a half. So I just went, it's on my Switch, I'll just play it whenever.
It's on my Switch.
And then I played it, I was like, oh, this is really, really good, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with... Like, the next Zelda game's going to get announced before I play it.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load.
I believe we're on Big Monster Quest number 3. Who is our target? Who is getting assassinated? The Puke Puke.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're finally getting to that.
It's time for him to bite the dust. He's overstepped. He's overstepped his welcome. He's been alive too long. We saw him less than 10 minutes ago, and that's too much.
Too much. I want him dead.
There's glorious poisonous weapons to be made from his corpse.
I want to be able to sit with his head on the mantelpiece.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
above my fire.
I believe later on in Monster Hunter World you can do that. I don't think you can so much make ornaments out of the monsters, but you can place
It's funny having like a
things down in your house.
like some sort of baby thing. It's like a bear rug. So
A bear rug
It's
of a
completely
juvenile
skewed,
like
yeah.
monster.
I think I am
That's by the
gonna
second.
knock the game a bit for. It is kind of like a lot of it is just
Walking.
walking simulator. Yeah, especially like the fact you said there's no mounts. So
Well, controversially, this is why I prefer Rise to Monster Hunter World. It's purely the mounts, and it's just faster.
yeah,
The game is a big departure from World and Wilds.
for any like particular reason? Is it just because it's more fast paced?
Yeah, more fast paced. It's also more. Is that your goat that you see there?
Let's kill something else. Just stop it.
He's absolutely destroying that guy. Rinz is running away, not because he's scared, but because he's forced to. I know that our deer hunter could take that thing down.
Oh, absolutely.
I
yeah.
know for
no,
sure.
No question of doubt.
But alas.
You're showing it mercy.
Do you reckon the Puke fight is going to take that long? I don't think so.
It seemed everything at the moment seems to have gone pretty quickly, so knowing our luck, it's going to take about an hour and a half.
Hopefully there's no surprises or unlucky incidents in which Rinz gets poisoned and may or may not cart. Which, interestingly enough, no carts just yet. I don't expect any with the defender armor on at the moment. But difficulty should ramp up.
I've noticed that Rinz is making a lot of like leaps of faith essentially off of like giant things. Like, do you just not take full damage in this game?
No.
I just leap off a rock and then just went, I'm fine.
You've never done that before?
Yeah, it's like that. I don't know.
You just roll.
Just roll.
You just gotta roll.
Yeah, the mirror actually too. You can jump off.
Exactly, yeah.
As long as you do a little roll before, you're fine.
Or get a bucket and put some water
Oh, yeah.
underneath
Put the water down,
the
yeah.
ground. Because that works.
Can't do it in the nether though. Can't do it in hell when you eventually pass on.
Oh, in the...
because the water doesn't work.
Nether.
The nether. I can't go.
Vintage
God,
steel.
I hate that because I listened to a video of just Jack Black saying all the Minecraft words and I can't get the word. I just can't get chicken jockey out of my head. It was yesterday. It was just like
the
stuck
Minecraft
in my
brain
head.
rot.
I just couldn't get.
No.
It really was just brain rot in my like just cemented in me. I just kept saying like chicken jockey, Flint and Steve.
Have you heard his song?
I've not. I was like, I don't want to because it's going to probably also infect me again.
It's low-key kind of fire. Here he is. Puke. There's 2 tail spins with that attack, and he's probably going to spin. Oh. He's running away immediately. We need to do some more walking.
We have not
We
your
simply
walking
have not done
criteria
enough
until.
walking. Puke hunt's taking a bit longer than the others at least. He's not quite
Yeah,
as
actually,
bold.
it's instantly been decapitated.
Although Rinz is absolutely tearing into this monster and has effectively just broken his ankles. Looks like he's going to arch demon mode here. Just slicing this guy out to the max.
You ever given like an ability at any point unless you see like their health bar?
No.
Okay, so it's just an ability.
There are
it's
no
just-
health bars. There are visual indicators that would help you see if a monster is injured or near death. For example, when they run away, when they fly away, they'll limp or sway, waver, that kind of thing. But no distinct health bars, and it wasn't until recently. Well, I think it was until World that we got damage numbers.
Yeah, I didn't notice the.
And they were controversial at the time.
I'm a avid hater of numbers would pop up when you do damage.
You don't like pop-up numbers?
Nah,
I
I
like
just
pop-up
think
numbers.
it's just unnecessary.
I just like
don't.
to know I've hit something.
Is it? I think that's what hit markers before back in the day. Like, you didn't need like. I'm more talking about shooters mainly when it comes to stuff like that. But like, let's say for Destiny, for example, I know I've hit something when it's hit markers. But I don't need 728 to pop up.
But that's a big number.
Big-
So a big number is
Some
per
people care
person.
about
Big number per
big
person.
number, but nah. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Puke is there. Are we going to see Rinz craft some Puke gear? Some poison gear?
Poison. It'd be poison or poison resistance gear.
Poison gear. Well,
Poison
the
gear.
weapon should have poison on it,
Okay.
and the armor will probably have some skills towards possibly eating, considering that Puke eats a lot of berries.
And shout out to all you guys for staying up this late, by the way, for this. Oh, if anyone's been here the entire 12 hours on stream, like, you have a gold star. No, our director just gave us a nice thumbs up because he has been here since the beginning. God bless his soul. Well, yeah, any of you guys in chat that's been staying there for 2 hours, you get a round of applause for me because you've done better than I have.
Yeah,
I was
don't
asleep
know how
3
you'll
hours
be
ago.
able to do it.
So if you have done that in chat, let us
we're
know.
not having fun. We're having a wonderful
Oh no,
time.
I'm
And I
so.
hope we're not boring you too much.
Yeah. Don't worry. If you're bored with me already, I'm so sorry. You are stuck with me for the next 10 hours. I don't think I leave either this chair or that chair at all for the next 12 hours. So we actually don't know where we're gonna go after this time, I guess, because we don't have the
I
teaser.
believe it might be the Anjanath.
Anjuna. Oh, we're in
Oh, we've
desert.
entered a new locale.
Oh. Desert
We've
region.
entered...
So we'll explore too.
Is this the Wild Spire Waste? Yeah, it is. Isn't it? The desert.
This ain't beating the generic location allegations.
This is what's it called? Dune. What's the Arrakis?
Yeah.
We're on Arrakis now.
Nice.
Oh, if we're in Arrakis, then I hazard a guess this is going to be the Duratodus. What's a Duratodus, you're going to ask?
Earthworm.
Almost.
Oh.
Imagine a fish, a mudfish, but kind of like a worm. It lives in mud. You'll see what I mean. It's very long, it's very slender, it has legs, but it's kind of fish-like. Has like worm-like wiggly
Fish
behavior.
centipede.
No, it has 2 legs.
Oh, okay. Oh. Strange. Okay.
Yeah, it is odd looking. It's also incredibly annoying to fight because it dwells in mud. When it leaves the mud hardens around it, creating almost armor.
Oh.
And your weapons can bounce off of it if they're not sharp enough. So.
That's cool.
And you can also go underground, which is really annoying.
Yeah, I hate bosses that can just like get away from you, just prolongs the time.
But there are mechanics to get monsters out of the ground. A lot of monsters that burrow are hypersensitive to sound. And
I think I remember
hunters
you
are
mentioned
able
this
to
before, yeah.
bring things known as sonic bombs with them, which they can throw above a monster that's burrowed into the ground to effectively shock them into coming back up onto the surface.
Okay.
And then they go into a stun animation.
That's cool.
So maybe, if our hunter's pragmatic, he may have some stun or shrieker pods or whatever they're called in this version of the game on him.
Potentially. I would like to see those in
And
action.
if not, he's just going to absolutely just wail on this thing and kill it instead.
I like option B.
Option B is always the old reliable.
Yeah. You can never go wrong with it.
No.
We're doing like a... We're just waiting. Kind of escort, I guess, at the moment.
Yeah, we're escorting the cats. See, this is what I mean. The cats, they have
Yeah.
their own businesses. These guys, I believe, transport people. Pushing their little wagon through the desert. It does provide a good opportunity for a hunter here to grab some resources.
True, actually, yeah. For a mandatory, like, set time, you can't just rush through this. You might as well get as much stuff as you humanly can, because every little helps.
I suppose that's the point of the long sort of walking bits in the early game, is to teach the players to go and pick up everything. Because a lot of these items you are going to be using in crafting,
True, yeah.
whether that be health potions, bombs, traps.
No, I'm always, it's just me anyway, but like, even if I'm like not limited to just walking or like waiting for something, I'm gonna pick up everything I see in my path already.
Oh, for sure.
It's only like late game, maybe I'll just like, I'm like, I know.
But I just know later on in the game I'm going to be annoyed that I like didn't pick up enough honey, or didn't pick up enough.
That does.
herbs.
Yeah, I get that. It's like
Especially
like
the
Minecraft.
JRPG mindset is just built into me. You know, it's similar to Pokemon, where all the Pokeballs. You know, if you see a Pokeball on a route, you know the items.
Yeah, I think that's
you
more.
always pick
You
that up.
always go for it,
Always.
because there's also a set amount of those as well. Like
Yeah.
you know that you're not gonna.
And
Like
if
you
you get,
missed
like,
out on them because you just didn't get that one that was there.
And if you end up on like the other side of the map and you need HM or TM, whatever, and that's in a Pokeball, the other side of the map
Far and
somewhere that
wide.
you've already been to. Most infuriating thing ever.
That's why I play randomizers for everything. Because it's just hard
I
setting to you.
haven't played a randomizer in a very long time.
You should do. I originally pitched a randomizer for some of the speeds for Kingdom Hearts 2, but we realised it would take way too long, and it depends on if my skill is good enough. So we just stealthing past this.
Did you
while
see the roll?
yeah,
I rolled out the bush
rolled
of the
into that.
monster.
Oh,
We didn't
no,
turn
I
it-
ain't doing that.
Wait
Chief.
a
Roll
minute.
back in.
He's looking.
I love doing that game.
How does he not see the cat
would've been,
doing
yeah.
that? Do you see that? The cat moving its hand?
AI moment.
The music is very good in this game.
It's very nice.
It is nice. It's nowhere near as good as Rise, though. The Rise music is chef's kiss.
I don't think I've ever listened to outside of something like Smash Bros. I don't think I've ever experienced Elden Ring. You had Monster Hunter music. I don't know. I guess it's more like it's one of those. Yeah, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's one of those games that you prefer to just listen to music while you're playing the game, as opposed to just.
I do that, but for certain monsters that have really good OSTs, that music crank all the way down. I'm listening to that. Puts you in there. There are some monsters that have orchestral.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it goes hard.
Yeah, pretty on that topic. How much does music like that matter to you in a game? Like in general?
A lot. A lot. That's why I will always herald Fire Emblem Three Houses as probably the best Fire Emblem game that we've had maybe ever.
So the OST adds lots of.
The OST for that game is amazing.
I know there's some people that like don't care about music at all in video games, and I'm like, that baffles me sometimes.
They need to be shot.
I'm like, I just don't get how you can like have an experience that like the music adds so much to it. Like a scene with music, a scene without, or a scene with like different type of music can change how a scene works entirely.
Exactly.
Like, especially like I know this is very.
This could benefit with some cool like desert music right now.
Yeah, I was thinking like it's a bit. I know silence can also like have its own benefits at the moment, like because especially like maybe it's that sense of suspense of like you took a
well,
attack.
Nobody's going to be having benefits from Keir Starmer in charge. From what I've seen recently. That's a topical joke.
They watched history back in like 3 years.
No, maybe I was wrong. Who knows? I'm just repeating what I've seen in the news.
Like every normal person online.
Yeah.
Fuck my own opinion. If you're gonna word charge everything I've just heard online. Yeah.
That's what they're saying. That's not what I'm saying. Do your own research.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by any news source.
Make sure if you do your own research to add your references.
Yeah, in Harvard style.
Harvard style. Because all the other ones are cringe, I think.
I only know Harvard.
Yeah, I really taught on Harvard.
Even though posting a link should just suffice the same. But
yeah, but no,
we live in the
that
21st
might be out of
century, man.
date.
Everybody can follow a link.
Yeah, that link might be out of date, even though it won't ever be.
Well, then maybe they shouldn't have looked at my research that
Well,
far.
maybe
in the
they
future.
just use Wayback Machine. That's like
Yeah, actually, that's a good
which
point.
is how I've used
Or the
my
Internet
links before.
Archive.
Yeah, I've used that for references. Just makes the link really long. So we have like mystical, glowy, blue sparkles.
Do you not
on.
recognise the
I did, yeah, part of the
big dragon?
Yeah, the big guy. I've forgotten the master beast or whatever.
Here we have a Baroth, I believe. It's a big mud, a brute wyvern is what they're called.
Uses a lot of head attacks.
Yes. Oh, we're about to shoot in the nuts. Oh no, in the eye. I would shoot in the nuts. So it'd be interesting. This fight should be interesting because I don't know if our hunter's dual blades are going to be able to cut through its harder parts of the body.
So we're segments.
And it certainly looks like we are getting white damage numbers, which means that they're not quite getting through. This is where tenderizing comes in. By tenderizing this monster's flesh, effectively flaying it while it's alive, and we can get past that bloody armor that it has.
So yeah, so does tenderizing just ignore any like?
It basically
armor,
opens up the monster to
Yeah, I guess basically like tenderizing is a method of like just in case you don't have a weapon that can deal with the current situation.
Yeah.
It's just so it might take a bit longer, but you still have your soft one card to kill the monster.
Yeah. But in order to do meaningful damage, you also have to do it. It's a controversial feature.
I guess on I get it because on a first playthrough, especially if you thankfully, I mean, even though Rinz didn't have the ability to do it, he's played the game before, I imagine.
Yes.
So he would know the order of stuff to come up, but like for a first-time player, you don't know this monster's coming, so you can just haha, you can get the right thing.
So here we're seeing Rinz getting stunned. The Baroth wanted to get him, but he got out of it just.
I didn't notice he got a pile of mud earlier as well.
A lot of cool movement here. Dual blades are the hyper-mobile class. I suppose that it's kind of a class-based system with the weapons. Right, it's just each weapons class, inverted commas. Doing the Levi blade spin. Our deer hunter's getting a little bit. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you chuckle at that little train noise. Yep, he makes train noises.
Why not?
Why not? It's cool. It's a Monty. Monty Hunty.
Usually I have some trouble actually latching onto the
Yeah, Barath is quite aggressive in terms of monsters. It goes, it kind of just relentlessly attacks you.
It'll just be like ring of
There's a lot of movement. Monsters also have enrage mechanic. Maybe you're aware of this, but the longer you hunt a monster, they go through phases of getting enraged, where they attack in higher frequencies, and then after that usually it follows an exhaust period where they start drooling from the mouth, which is what happens. Barath here. So this is going to be big damage.
Is that supposed to be like an encouragement to finish the fight as fast as possible, or are there some benefits to having a monster be enraged?
There are some skills that can trigger when monsters are enraged. Also, when monsters are enraged, if you stun them, they tend to get stunned for longer. And once a monster leaves the enraged state, they become exhausted for a period of time where they move more sluggishly, they're less inclined to attack, and it opens up more of a damage window.
Okay.
It's more beneficial when you have a party of hunters, because all 4 of the people can then take advantage of this downtime where the monster's not moving.
Yeah, I should have brought that up really earlier, but we are quite the factor there that I guess Monster Hunter games kind of want you to play in pie.
Yeah, they're
kind of
much more
encourage you.
fun in a pie.
True.
Much more, the gameplay lends itself very well for multiplayer, but there is no real experience in playing. So. In fact, some people prefer to play it solo because you only have 3 revives or cards. And you can only die 3 times in a hand before it gets completely reset. So, if the people that you're playing with are inept, sometimes it is just nice to do it yourself.
That's a standard RPG, like multiplayer RPG. Things are like massively dicked over it. Just play with idiots.
This is a much longer fight than the other.
I was going to say, yeah, the fact that
it
it has not been over yet, and actually it seems like Rinz is actually having somewhat difficulties, but because of the fact that the shop is not high enough, so we are relying on tenderizing, yeah?
Is this the parody of Monster Hunter Runs? Oh, he is limping now though.
Oh yeah.
So he's on the ropes. Hunter might not be so nice as to let him get away.
Oh no.
Oh, he's looking for it. He's trying to. Oh, get over here! He's just gonna keep going for the legs, try and trip him over, perhaps. He's really struggling to run away. And there he goes. The ankles have been broken. This is probably the end of this Barra. There he goes. Rest in peace. To the, what, 4th? That was the 4th? 5th? To another big monster.
Yeah, right. Yeah. 4th, maybe.
Another big monster.
Yeah, it's to the checklist. I don't know. So I'm seeing, right? But at some point I start seeing red and then just forget. Everything else goes away and just...
I see red every day. Every day I wake up, I see red. I come here, I see red. I see the handler in this game, I see red. I think I'm colorblind.
just seems like we're gathering up some of the local like herbs and shit.
Local
before we-
fauna.
the fauna before we embark on our next hunt. Yeah, we did have to use some. I think I did notice there was some healing done there at the in the middle of that. So I'm assuming we're just restocking on all.
Yeah, just grabbing the items.
Yeah.
A lot of them will just auto craft
Yeah.
once you pick them up in your inventory.
イルラトラスベーボ
Here
カ
we're
ーソ
getting some of that burning
テ
rock.
キサートは
You've heard of
キラ
burning
ンプ
bush? You know,
Yeah.
what's
Mickey
not
Mouse.
Moses? It's
自分のつくハーディー
I
Yes,
don't
yes,
know.
Moses.
Was it Moses?
I think it's Moses,
Moses
yeah.
in the burning bush?
Yeah.
Got burning rocks instead.
Burning rock.
ルガ
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Mysterious character with hood over eyes.
Who could he be? Could be
Yes,
anyone.
could be anyone.
Could be anyone. Fairly certain this guy in the English voice acting is Matt Mercer.
が
Of course it is.
テアトラ
I was gonna bring that up earlier. I'm like, does this franchise have the
This is
generic
franchise have
typecast of
Matt
is
Mercer.
Troy Baker or Matt Mercer in it?
Matt Mercer's in it.
Okay,
I
yeah.
believe.
You can't have a video game series without one of the two appearing at some point.
Yeah.
Or Laura Bailey is the other one as well. Like the three kings of being in literally everything.
Matt Mercer, my goat.
We go right there.
The return of the unskippable cutscene
エアミレウか
with this guy who kind of looks like the guy
オウンベ
from
リ
Pirates
ラ
of the Caribbean.
メベルスーラ
What's his face? The actor.
オラシ
Johnny Depp.
No, the younger guy.
オニス
Oh,
ラ
The guy who like basically abducts and like is on his ship with him and is
シゲル
with
が
Elizabeth.
ビクレ
Is that her
ラ
name?
yeah. I mean,
Okay, it's
yeah,
from
younger.
Yoshi.
I mean, like, I think I'm just gonna name Pirates of the Caribbean characters. Barbosa. He's not the bad guy.
Nah, it's not Barbosa.
Is it Will Turner?
Which one's Will?
He's like he's like
Is he the blacksmith kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I can't remember his actor's name.
エベルセス
Yeah,
ーラソスーラ
I'm just gonna look it up. You know,
Yeah,
what? we have the
we have the
technology.
technology. Yeah.
Good chat, what do you
We
think?
got a cutscene. Yeah. So just tell us that.
Chat, tell us.
チデミヘドゲガンニスラク
What's his name?
I'm not gonna remember it in
Pirates
time.
Of
I'll
the
just have a look.
Caribbean cast.
タトゥイがマオ
Orlando Bloom.
Oh.
That's it. Yeah, we've got Orlando Bloom at home in Monster Hunter. Orlando not bloomed.
おつるて
It's already almost won. That's actually madness.
Oh god, yeah. It's just, yeah. The time has flown. It's weird that it's setting in for me now, seeing in this that what time is going to be like for the next God knows how many hours. Like
Eight.
that it didn't
Well,
feel like
actually,
it felt like
technically
2 minutes ago where I went, "Hey guys, we just passed the mid halfway mark," and now just 40 minutes have just shot by.
ネル
Time flies by when
ダ
you're
ディシラムート
monster hunting,
メネウ
Hunting some monster.
hunting some monsters.
This would have been such a good opportunity to get a few hours of grinding in Monster Hunter Wilds out, but alas.
ラノ
So we might get about. I'm gonna predict we get about 3 more hunts in.
Yeah, that's seeming realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Depending on-
gradually gonna
depending on
get harder and
cutscenes.
harder.
Yeah, I actually maybe might get to the 3rd.
Give or take a few cutscenes, probably, yeah.
That's why my main concern. Yeah, I'm thinking of like maybe the cutscenes are getting less and less. I don't know. I hope.
I hoped to. But hope is an illusion.
キリオールで
God is dead.
Nice.
ミニスクもし
It's like a. Is there a god equivalent in Monster Hunter? It's like a
Ah.
divine creator that you probably
There is-
climb on and slay at
The
some point.
closest things we have to godlike beings in Monster Hunter are the black dragons, which are evil because they're dragons, not because of the other thing. Dragons are evil.
Okay.
There is a white dragon,
得意くだい
but it doesn't have blue eyes
Look.
though.
ねやら年いくな
But the black dragon does have red eyes.
Oh.
So, who could have guessed?
good.
Who could have guessed?
ね
Spines poking out of a rock. I wonder what that could be. The world's largest porcupine, perhaps.
Very cool. Yeah, you're climbing on this thing.
Yeah. Climb on this. We're witnessing one of the mechanics that they added to Monster Hunter Wilds, which is the investigations.
I noticed that.
which
Yeah, I noticed you keep
go
like, being on
around
one knee
picking
and-
up the goop, finding the fur, finding the things. This hasn't been in any other game, except Rise for like 1 point, because it is so tedious.
So in the end, it just tells you where the thing is anyway. You don't
Yeah.
have to just
So
figure it
walk
out.
to this area, scoop up this goop.
I
scoop the goop.
get it. Like, I can see why you would want to, because it's like, you know, like, I mean, it's something that actual trackers do when it comes to animals. So you can't just, you don't know where it is. You've got to use like feces and like hair and any other things.
This
to, like,
is the
try and
guy that I
figure
was
out what it
telling
is.
you about, the fish.
Ah.
Actually, what I mean,
Yeah.
he's got like weird legs.
It's right.
Fish guy.
I always like do you know Seaman, the game?
No,
It's like where you talk
it's
to
an unfortunate name for a game.
Yeah, I know. It's like God, I don't even know how to describe it. Use the Sega Dreamcast. Used a microphone, like one of the 2 games that used the microphone attached to this controller, and you would like talk to this fish that was voiced by guy from there's someone in it who's like from Star Trek,
I believe I've seen something.
and it's like a
similar
fish
to
with like
this.
a human head and like a fish body, and eventually
Our director
director's
is
showing
showing
us
us
a
this
picture of that horrific image of Seaman, and eventually like it grows like legs. It's kind of giving me that
When they
vibes.
showed me Seaman at school, that's not what it looked like. But Sex says it was a different time back then.
Different time. See, I'd known about Seaman by then, but when I got to that, I was like, why does it look like a weird fish with a human head?
So here we're witnessing the fish go half under the water. Oh, big bomb blast from the blast door blades here. So I think one of the main reasons that maybe why Rinz is using blast here is these monsters with hard outer shells, it can also be destroyed by the blast element. And the blast element effectively works because every time you hit a monster, it goes up to a threshold. Once the threshold is reached, it creates an instance of explosive damage. And that explosive damage, it can knock out monsters, it can break monsters' armor, break their parts. So it's a nice way to sort of make up the lack of sharpness, especially early on in the game, where the weapons have 1 or 2 freedoms of sharpness.
It seems to be going a lot more effectively than the last one.
Seems to be having an easier time.
Yeah, no, because I guess there is no like little damage spots. Like there's a lot better areas here that aren't armored. I don't know, a lot of the underbelly just looks free for the picking.
Yeah, you'd be correct actually. The underbelly of this fish is the weak point. That is where you want to be hitting. This is really ugly.
I think most fish are.
And it's just that the blast appears to have knocked him down.
Oh yeah.
He's got little stars going over his head. Got some botherations there. So what have you been doing today before this then?
Not a lot. I was doing a lot of preparation for this, knowing I was going to be on what we in production just as far as the night shift, which is 9 till 12. Yeah, I just kind of was preparing for that because I didn't want to be up all day, so I just kind of slept. I had 2 sleeps today.
I've been up since 7 in the morning.
I had something to do. I had a thing to go do regarding like university work, careers anyway. 10 today, so if it wasn't for that, I would have stayed up until like 7 a.m. But because I actually had to get up at 8, so I went to bed at like 10 p.m. yesterday. Woke up, went to uni, had food, slept, woke up, had food again. It's been a very just basic human day. With extra sleep added.
Been up since 7. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. We're gonna power through.
I imagine I don't feel.
My indescript mega dash juice right here.
I'm just
Liquid stout. It's even yellow on this.
Keeping high. I've got some more energy drinks later on, but I'm waiting for that to get in. But at the moment, I'm just keeping it hydrated as I humanly can.
Right.
You guys should as well. If any of you watching for slim on, just get a drink of water, please.
An alternative if you're watching from the UK.
Any UK watchers.
Donate.
Yeah, you should.
Macmillan Cancer.
Okay, all you have to do is scan the QR code.
Donate QR code.
Or
right
go to,
underneath us.
I think there may be a link as well. There's a link pinned in the chat as well. You can click, and if you don't, like say QR code, which I get. I'm not a big QR code. So just click the link, go to it. And so we're trying to make 200 quid, £200 before the end of the stream, which is at 12 p.m. if we have no delays.
But anything is good.
Hey, yeah, any little helps. Even like I said, if you can't donate, perfectly understand. Spreading the word is just as good. I would argue. Just getting other people to watch the stream, that has a course lead on that.
About, I would say it was similar time to the Bareth fight.
I think maybe a bit short. I don't know. I think
It seemed
you doing well.
easier.
You see, definitely, it might have been easier. Maybe just took the same amount of time though. Rinz definitely was not struggling.
So that's Giratodus down, which means of the tutorial monsters, there's not many left.
Ooh.
There are, there's still Anjanath, that's the big one at the end, I believe. I don't know what comes after this.
It's a surprise for you and me.
Not off the top of my head, anyway. But I'm sure it's a monster, and I'm sure it's big.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a monster. I'm sure we have to hunt it.
What makes you think that?
Because they're on the rise.
Nah, it's just wild.
Shit. Because they're in the world.
They're in my world.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, a being like them wouldn't exist.
Oh well, wait.
But
They wouldn't exist, or they would exist,
It
but you would
wouldn't
have.
exist.
Okay.
But this is not a perfect world. Do you reckon we're going to see Rinz cart at any point during this run?
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so too. He's smiling now, look at him, he's nodding his head. Just do it for the bit, you know, just do it. We'll still think you're good. The stream will still think you're good.
I only might like disapprove of you. Like you might lower as like a human for me slightly, but
If you do it, just make sure it looks like you did it on purpose.
yeah. I think I recognise that Japanese voice actor from he might be speaking of the Attack on Titan game. I think he might be in the Attack on Titan game.
Oh.
He sounds very similar to what is who's I think Keith. It might be Commander Keith.
Keith, Shadis.
Shadow, Shadis.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Now listen up, you bag of retardos. I don't want no playing around. The last squad thought it'd be funny. Shut the court.
I open the can of worms for us to do a bridge quotes.
Attack on Titan Abridged is my favourite abridged ever. Second just to like Helsing Abridged. But Helsing Abridged just has that whole monologue about war. Like, gentlemen, I won't continue. You get it from there.
Yeah. It's a show made. It's a British show made in 2008, so you can guess the comedy's a bit.
It's not dated at all.
It's not dead.
It's amazing.
Not. It's like the first season of Dragon Ball Bridge.
Gentlemen, we have one thing that they sorely lack. And what is that, Mitch? Zeppelins. Zeppelins. We have Zeppelins in Monster Hunter.
Oh, that's cool.
We might see them.
They're the most advanced technology that Monster Hunter has. This is Zeppelin.
We got Zeppelins, we've got giant bombs. we've got this thing called the Dragonair, which is a giant spike that you shoot out
Oh yeah,
a thing and it
if you
kills
told
dragons.
me how am I going to kill a dragon with like the thing, well, yeah, giant spike is probably the
Giant
correct
spike.
answer.
And it spins as well. It's like a
Oh,
giant
that's
spike
cool.
drill.
Dragon drill.
Yeah, dragon drill. Some like Gurren Lagann type stuff. Who are we hunting now? Hunt a Toby Kadachi. I believe this is one before the Anjanath.
Oh.
So after this we've got the big end of the tutorial area kind of run.
Okay.
Monster Hunter mentioned. Oh! Toby Kadachi is a lightning squirrel
I
mixed
was
with
not
a
expecting the word
snake?
squirrel to come out your mouth then.
It's like a snake squirrel lizard.
I thought most like everything so far.
You're probably
I think-
imagining something goofy as hell right now.
Yeah, I'm imagining like. Yeah, no, I can't even think of what I'd be describing. Just like giant squirrel that has like scales. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, you're close.
Right.
You're close. That would have been a good idea,
Some
to be
like
fair.
Norse mythology Ratataska type
A
shit.
Monster Hunter sort of like run where you have someone who's never played it try and draw them.
No, you have
That
to,
would be
you'd have to
kinda
have someone
cool.
that I could not do that because you have to have someone who actually can draw.
Well, I can't either, so.
Everything around you, by the way. Do I hear? No.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do that. It's not me. That ain't me.
That ain't me.
So you're close.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like a squirrel thing with scales.
Those like early monsters just like existing thing.
Put together.
Yeah.
All of the monsters in Monster Hunter take their design elements built off of reality. I believe it was it George Orwell or somebody? Some famous author said the greatest fantasy is anchored in reality.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Orwell,
I don't think it's all.
but
But
it's
it's
some
a famous quote. Yeah.
book person.
Yeah.
Book guy. Maybe George R. Martin. Sounds like something he'd say.
It might be Stephen King.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think it's
Stephen
Stephen
King.
King. Yeah, 'cause that guy.
The king. The goat.
I remember him saying that a lot of his. Actually, yeah, I think like 9 episodes.
What's your favourite
Which is
Stephen?
weird because of stuff that he writes is.
What's your favourite Stephen King book?
I don't want to. I can't remember the name of the very obvious mansion. Very famous movie.
The one.
Oh, the guy goes insane.
The Shining.
Shining. Yeah, well, I can't remember the name of The Shining. That's criminal. But yeah, I've only read. I think I've only read The Shining and it. I think I maybe read one of them.
Is it the one that did Pet Sematary? Was that Edgar Allan Poe? I don't know my authors.
I just read the book. I don't.
I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah.
We have the technology. Pet Sematary. It was Stephen King. Yeah. Pet Sematary's good.
I'm trying to read that. I've read another one.
Oh, Rinz is good. Oh,
Is it The Mist? I think I've read
Rinz is
The
on low
Mist.
HP right now. He's getting mollywopped by the Kadachi. Oh, he's jumping down. He's going to safety. For now. Has Hard Deer Hunter met his match? Is he Electric Squirrel?
And I kind of like the effect of like the static that's like going over his
Is
body.
Void Rage Pachirisu stronger than our Hunter right now? Do you have a Pachirisu plus here? No, you don't. Ah, missed opportunity.
Is there anything like the static effect, like the electric effect that's currently going on him? Like, does that do anything, or is that just like?
Yes, it does. If he gets hit again by a move that can potentially stun, he gets stunned
that
for
sounds
longer,
about
I
right.
believe.
Just jumping down. Oh, spider webs, that's cringe, okay.
Well, you don't like spiders.
I'm arachnophobic. I
Ah!
hate spiders. Like, I don't mind like watching games with spiders around, but I can't play games with spiders. So that is why I've not played Bloodborne.
Has 2 spiders.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I've not played Bloodborne. Actually, because I remember I saw
One of the enemies is a spider that
I
makes
saw
baby
like
spiders,
an entire building that's full, like you walk in and there's just a spider and a bunch of other spiders gangle down.
Yes.
Out down. I'm never playing this game.
There's also a boss that's a giant spider that makes baby spiders come out of it.
I'm never gonna can't do it. Even like I'm also one of those people that like, hey, here's a Ragnar, like in Satisfactory. I know the spiders in that Satisfactory.
I haven't played that game, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah, I know I've heard it as well. But I know there's like an arachnophobia mode that just makes them like bitches and cats. So like it's like the knowledge that they were spiders can still like it's still.
Oh, you can't get faked out.
Yeah, like I know. The last time I played that had spiders in was Lethal Company.
Oh yeah.
But you can just like replace them with a like their arachnophobia mode is just replaces it with a spider. And it's still weird. I don't know. Even this.
The Monster Hunter Wilds also has an arachnophobia mode, and it turns the spiders into big slimes. Oh, we might see this guy just get absolutely walked around and crushed by a bunch of falling debris. If a hunter decides to drop that giant thing above him, he might be going for it right now.
Let's go Rancor.
He might be going for it. Can he lure the Toby Gadachi underneath this dubious wedge that is holding a bunch of rocks in it? Is the Gadachi dumb enough?
Oh, he's just missed that one. Yeah.
Ah,
Lost all my respect.
it's unfortunate. Lost all my respect, did you just say? It's fine, we're gonna kill him anyway. In fact, that would be too quick.
So that's the first thing I'm
We need to pad out a whole 2 hours worth of time.
Good job, we only have less than half an hour left.
Is that how quickly it's gone?
Yeah, an hour and 35 in. Yeah, I would say for a big thing. JRPG, it's JRPG. Yeah, JRPG. Not quite a lot has been done. I think on the grand scheme of like
few big
4 or 5 monsters. Yeah, like yeah, that's the game.
One hunt out of making it out of this sort of handhold purgatory.
And even in the handhold, he hasn't even really been that handholdy because
No, aside from that really long quest where we had to walk through the desert.
Yeah, true. That was like the only like, low side of this, but.
Though the next monster, if it is the Anjanath, is considered the wall of this early stage of the game.
So if you were speedrunning, this would be the run kill.
Yeah.
Which is awful.
Well,
I'm not.
I wouldn't say a run kill, but you may lose time on it.
Okay.
It was a big controversy when Monster Hunter World first released. The game was too easy.
Oh.
But when that came out, it was still in early release, like betas, stuff like that. You couldn't fight the Anjanath. So when the game came out, the Anjanath turned out to be the barrier that kind of transitions you from fighting the tutorial monsters to the big boy monsters. Take to the big boy club after that.
Very nice. Nice. Yeah.
The fight.
Yeah. If I had to take a very, very brave guess here, I think we're going to get stuff that allows you to have electric based protection or attacks.
I believe they are electric and not paralysis, if I remember. But I think the bow can have paralysis coatings.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Just paralyze something and then wail on it.
Yeah.
While it can't move. Kick him while he's down!
Good to know there's no like Geneva Convention in this world. That seems like it just wouldn't. It's just not hard to get away with that. It seems we're just
swinging around. So we have roughly 23 minutes.
Yeah.
For this last hunt, which is probably going to be an Anjanath, the big dinosaur. And we'll officially have, I guess, done the tutorial in just under 2 hours, or what's considered like the
it's tutorial. possibly. So yeah, I think we're just gonna try and get as far as we can through tutorial now, and then attempt to actually do the tutorial percent, I guess, run. Which I have faith in Rinz. Yeah, I know he can do it. Yeah, it's really sad that all the progress is getting like food and drink. It's making me really jealous.
Have
They're
a
like
pizza
snacking.
down
Yeah.
there. Unlucky.
Yeah, I did just eat before I came here, but it's not enough. Not enough.
It's not enough. I can't put down the cup. Oh, looks like we're making new weapons.
Ooh.
Oh.
So we are really like prepping for that final stretch then. Don't want to risk taking too long.
Oh, we're making some weapons for the cat.
Oh. I go right there.
Oh, a little butterfly stick. Yeah, yeah. Now that is a weapon if I've ever seen one. And that is some sick ass armor. It kind of looks like Weather Report. from
It does
JoJo,
kind of look
yeah.
like Weather Report.
Oh, it's a big stick. Oh, he's got a big stick.
Some prongs.
Oh, wait, we can also get... That's kind of cute.
So we're just making everything. We're just going like, yeah, we ain't playing this again, so we're just getting as much stuff as possible.
Oh, he's got a cool, like, little poncho cape
Nice,
thing.
I hope for his sake we're not going into the desert. Actually, I guess Poncho would work in the desert, never mind. I don't know, we're going
it's
cold.
It's a bit furry for a
Yeah.
desert sort of poncho.
Yeah.
Let's see, this should be, if we're in luck. It is. It's the boy, it's the wall.
Well,
I mean, I'm fairly certain Rinz is more than capable of dispatching a low rank Angina, but
for us it's for most people it's the wall, for us it's the finish line.
no, for us it's just the beginning.
It's the beginning. There, and I'm here for like 3
The monsters
weeks
will
to
die
play this
off
game.
the stream.
We can guarantee, guys, a guarantee.
Yeah. This run may end, but monster hunting is forever. At least when the games come out. Which is like once every few years at this point.
Yeah, it's a few years, isn't it? I feel like probably gonna be a while before the next one.
I mean, we've still got a lot of content for
that's what I
Wilds.
mean, yeah, we're gonna have all the content ways go out, and the fact that like I think this is gonna last both the end of this, like the end of this generation consoles.
I think we've got at least 2 more years of support for Wilds. Usually. Who's it? Capcom?
Yeah, okay. I don't get why they don't just like long-term plan these, like really long-term plan these, like full-on MMO style.
I believe it's because, at least from what I've seen, the RE engine is actually like pretty not great with creating games like these.
It's not. Well, it's not good in general.
It's not designed for. That's one of the reasons why Wilds has such poor optimization. One of the reasons why we can't play it on these machines.
It just
is
well, I remember
because
it just wouldn't load.
RE engine isn't built for that apparently.
Yeah. They
And it
keep making
struggles.
games on it, and they keep telling them to make games in this engine. Don't know why.
Should just make a Monster Hunter in Unreal 5.
No, because then that'll be even more optimized. Have you?
Yeah, true.
Actually, on console it'll be fine. On PC, it will actually cause your PC to detonate. Because I still have not had a Unreal Engine 5 game work well on PC. Because I don't know why that engine is just not made for PC games. Alright, so we're doing the mad 20-minute dash here.
This is one of the biggest complaints with Monster Hunter World, is that, yeah, there's a lot of walking.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I've got to do 6 minutes of walking to do my 15-minute fight with X monster. Whereas in Wilds and Rise, you can hop on a dog, be there in a jiff. There he is. Our target. Enemy spotted.
We spotted.
He's destroying that little great Jagras, the mediocre Jagras. And this time my deer hunter can't miss these rocks, I think. So, Bookie boy. So what do you think his gimmick is?
From the cutscene, I think it is going to be like, well, in terms of how much damage it's going to be hitting rocks in it, but it looks like it might throw. It's very throwy stuff, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not going to spoil it, but you'll see.
Okay.
He's a very cool monster. He's kind of got Spinosaurus-style sails. I don't know if you noticed that before. He also has sinus. His sinuses can expand out the top of his mouth, which you'll see as he becomes an enemy. Probably keep checking chat. I keep forgetting.
I've got him on the side here. They seem to be quiet at the moment.
Good.
I don't blame them. It's been a long day.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 1 AM now. So
Yeah.
anybody who's sensible has probably gone to sleep.
True.
But if
Yeah.
you're up, donate. Cancer,
QR code, link in pin comment in the chat. Gonna raise £200 Macmillan Heroes for the Cancer Support.
Every 60 seconds a minute passes. Together we can stop this. Donate.
Like I said, you don't have the money, it's really fun. Just spreading the word helps, whether it be Twitter, social media.
To be fair, for the war, Rinz is taking this guy to town right now.
Yeah, he is holding people over.
There he goes. He's becoming enraged. What would he do? Run away. Oh.
Nah, I ain't having that, Chief. You get back here. I guess them running away is also like the kind of phase 2-y, like phase transition, more or less. Because it looks like we are going to a different arena here,
Yeah,
or a different part of the arena.
Kind of or not. Monsters will tend to take you back in the direction of their nest or where they sleep, because if they fight for too long, they will try and seem to heal effectively. So usually you find yourself being dragged across to like a nest or a nest area. Seeing the endemic life used here and some slinger ammo to like just hit stuff.
I think there's a very not horn, I guess, in front of it, but like it's like basically got a
Sinus. That's the sinus.
Oh, that's the sinus.
It expands up. It expands up.
I like that one. Quite sensitive to attacks then. If you can somehow hit it.
Maybe. He's ferocious. He's very aggressive.
I take a decent chunk of health there. Yeah. I guess more a testament to how Rinz has been doing, but only now just notice how even damage. Like, it seems like when you take damage, you healthily. You take the damage, but then you have like a red section of the health that kind of slowly goes down, so you can just heal it back up if you grab an healing item.
Yes.
So that's then the longer you take, the less.
So, there is a tail, seems to be tenderized now, so it's got scars on it. To each part of the monster's body you can get into. But we'll probably see Rinz focusing on the tail, because it's already been tenderized and double damaged. But to be fair, Rinz is doing a really good job of not getting hit so far.
pursuit.
Oh, and he's fully fallen over. I wasn't aware that you could do that. We might be looking at perhaps some destruction of Mr. Angela.
So he's tired, he's out of breath, he's starting to a bit of a weaken now, it looks like, so.
Is this Monty going to be hunted? It's just so cool. It's so cool. It's just a big dinosaur. It's a big dinosaur. So now we're gonna see Rinz chase after this boy.
Run away from it, hopefully, because it's a bit weaker, it might not be as fast.
Oh, he caught up pretty quickly
I
there.
think the Red Dogs likes to go for the ankles. That's right. So the first target.
Well, damaging the ankles also gives you a chance to knock it over, to stumble it. But also, I suppose, because the angina is so big, it's more...
Yeah, it's the opposite. Oh, it's going like the Velociraptor type, like, things. Like, I don't know what they
like
were.
sails.
Yeah.
Just got flashbang.
I didn't even watch the webcam there, just you just tires go white for a second. I'm gonna be the composer for this game.
Composer? I don't know. It's on my own. But they go. There's a huge combo coming up there.
I don't know who it is. Like, it gives very like sweaty game vibes. Like, I can think of like a lot of this tracks. I'm thinking like this could be out straight out of like Final Fantasy game or Kingdom Hearts, something like that. Well, I think it is one of them, but no, I don't know who it is.
Oh, he's starting to limp. This is looking like the end of this fight. And 9 minutes
Yeah.
before we hit the 2 hours.
Which I think we're gonna do sub 2. It looks like.
Sub 2. Pretty decent, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for just from like how I know RPGs work, doing a tutorial in 2 hours is probably quite impressive.
Well, actually, I'll look at the times here. What the
Let's see what. Yeah, should also like an average like run of tutorials. Oh, and it's letting you can breathe fire as well.
Yep, that's his gimmick.
Right.
Skeletal world. There's nothing specifically for just the tutorial.
Okay.
But the runs for a full game
Yeah, definitely.
are about 5.5 hours.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I guess because tutorial is kind of told what to do. But I imagine like after this, you get more freedom to just go do anything you're required to do for Ringo.
Yeah. I mean, from this point, the cutscenes as well become less consistent. I think this is also excluding Iceborne, but I'm not entirely sure, which is the DLC. So 2 hours for this bit isn't terrible. He's getting overrun by the aggressiveness of the action.
Oh, we got time. It looks like.
レイトとタイトイ
Not
Sub
bad.
2 hours.
Yeah, sub 2 hours.
1
I
hour,
expected that to get
53
through a tutorial
minutes,
in 2
20
hours.
seconds.
I said it is quite impressive, I think, for an RPG to get through a tutorial in 2 hours. So congratulations to Rinz for pulling through that, especially like I think last minute, basically.
Yeah,
it's stepping up
subbing
for that. Yeah. So.
And successfully filling up the amount of time that I promised Ian that this would take.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't the step monster hunter, he was the monster hunter that stepped up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think we are gonna wrap this one off here as essentially really dwindle the population in his own time. I did quite enjoy that, I will admit. Like I said, my first time really sitting down and watching some Monster Hunter, and yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I got a bit convinced.
Should play it.
Yeah, maybe I think I might need to watch some like more recent game to get more convinced of like, no, maybe a walking simulator, but
Yeah, definitely.
I think we are probably going to go to break here, so we'll catch you all in the next one.